What's up, everybody? It's Dylan here, and in today's video I wanted to take some more time and help the beginners out there who see crypto, who see everything that's going on and want a little bit more help. I get questions like, Dylan, hey, I have $500, I have $1,000, where do I go? What do I get? I want to start taking this crypto stuff seriously. So in today's video, just wanted to break some common places to start. What is an exchange? How to keep your crypto safe? Let's cover the basics because that is important. And I'm sure you can find this information, a lot of other people talking about it, but I have some interesting things and perspectives to share that's going to keep it even easier and just give you a solid foundation so that first of all, you don't get scammed, you don't get hacked, and you keep everything safe. Because I've been scammed, I've been hacked before, and it's not a good feeling to buy your crypto, learn all this, and then just lose all your money, give it out, be hacked. Like I said, it's not a fun feeling. So in today's video, let's talk about where to go, what is an exchange, and how to get started with this crypto, really the biggest opportunity of wealth transfer in human history. So let's get started. All right, so I wanted to take a few minutes to cover what an exchange is, because before we can start getting into buying crypto, we got to understand like what is an exchange, how is it different than the stock market, where do we go, what are some good options. Now there are literally hundreds of exchanges out there. At the time of this video, there's 14,000 some odd different cryptocurrencies, and it can seem really chaotic and confusing. So really what I wanted to do was just keep it really simple with, hey, what are the best exchanges, rather than me spend all this time going over a bunch of different places. What are some easy ones, what are some more user-friendly ones to really get your feet wet? So first of all, what is an exchange? An exchange is, think of it as a fiat, which is, government issued money. The faith of the money is backed by the government. That's what fiat is. And so the fiat on and off ramps. What that means is it's a way to take your US dollar or euro or wherever you are watching this video. Probably most people are going to be US dollars watching this. You're just going to exchange it for what other cryptos you want, but not every crypto is available on every exchange. So you've probably seen the big major ones like Coinbase and crypto.com, and there's a lot of good ones out there. A lot of people start with Coinbase, so that's kind of where I wanted to start. You can see right here. Now, I don't hardly keep any money in the exchanges, only a few exchanges, and that's just so that I have another where to store them at. So most of my crypto is on cold wallets, and we'll talk about what that is. But for the sake of this video, I wanted to kind of go through take a few minutes, go through these exchanges. Coinbase is the one, it's very user-friendly. I like it. Some people hate on it. Listen, Coinbase is secure. It is really the biggest. It's the one that everyone knows about. And so they really do take security seriously, and it's user friendly, and a lot of people can get in there. It's the first gateway. So, and links to the Coinbase is actually in the description of this video. You can get started, get $10 free Bitcoin for using my link. You don't have to do it, just wanted to mention it. But Coinbase is great. Coinbase is good. You can see right here. We'll show here in a little bit how to send and receive and what that means. Excuse me. But you can get a lot of great coins here. By the time things hit Coinbase, though, they are more mainstream. So some of the smaller micro and smaller cap, gems they call them, you're going to have to get on other exchanges, which we'll cover and we'll go over that. But really what I like to get here on Coinbase, and there's also Coinbase Pro. So the fees on Coinbase Pro, if you're going to be doing in, more than $1,000-$2,000 a month, you might want to look at Coinbase Pro. But you can get a lot of good stuff here just on the regular Coinbase. Quant is one of my favorites you can get here. Ethereum, XRP used to be on here. You can get it on other exchanges. Stellar, Lumens, XLM. Some of these things, they're really great, and so it's a good place to have. It's a good option to have to go ahead and set up. So go ahead and get Coinbase set up because it's important. Now, one thing to realize with all of these is you're going to go through what's called KYC, which is Know Your Customer. It's federal regulation. It's anti-money laundering laws that the government makes these exchanges put you through so that they can track you and know who you are, right? It just helps eliminate a bunch of fraud and stuff. So you'll need to go through KYC for all of these exchanges, but it's pretty straightforward. You're going to get your ID, you're going to get a passport, you're going to get something like that to just verify who you are. A lot of them you can use your phone, and so you'll scan your face there. And if you have a newer phone, a lot of them have like the biometric locks and stuff on the side. So it's really cool. You'll be able to get everything taken care of pretty quick. So definitely do that. Now, I wanted to say, you're probably like, why do I need to have a bunch of different ones? Well, we talked about having different on and off ramps, but think about it too. You want to have multiple options. Like right now, the market cap for crypto is still small, $2.5 trillion to $2.6 trillion as of today. But the thing is, in the future, in the next 3, 5, 10 years, we're going to go to 50, 100, $200 trillion. We'll be bigger than the stock market. And that sounds crazy, but crypto's it just is revolutionizing everything. So, for people to say, crypto's not good to get into, listen, it's inevitable. It's going to take over everything. You want to have multiple options, right? Don't be one of those lazy people that says, I'm just going to have one exchange. Listen, the difference between someone who is just going to make a little bit of money and someone who's going to make life-changing wealth is someone who's going to take the time to set up more than 1, 2, 3 exchanges. I use about 15 different ones, so that is just, you're going to have more options. So let's just say that one exchange is having some liquidity problems, or there's a huge spike. Let's just say it's later on in the year or next year, 2 years from now, we have another massive bull run and we have a bunch of people, and now it's a 10, 15, $20 trillion market now. And so you want to have multiple. Let's say there's huge demand for one of these exchanges you've used and you only have 1 or 2. Price has gone way up, but you need to sell. You want to sell and you want to take profit, but you can't because you only have a few on and off ramps. So now you want to be able to get in to these and you want to be able to get off. So that's why I like to say have multiple ones. So go through the process, do the KYC, get it done. It's going to be super helpful. So let's go on to the next one that I like. I like CoinMetro. CoinMetro is fantastic. There's a lot of really cool things you can get on CoinMetro. You can get Quant on CoinMetro. You can get Vector Space AI, which I like, VXV. You can get Alliance Block, ALBT. That's great. That's tied into a bunch of finance. It's really bridging centralized and decentralized finance, which is really cool. You can get a lot of other stuff on here too. Link, that'll be around a long while. Engine Coin, Hathor's really making some news. Cardano, you can get Cardano. This is another massive sleeper. It's in $18.47. This could be a $200-$300 asset in the future. Not tomorrow, not next year, but in the future, definitely could pump way more. You can get XLM here. That's a good option right there. XRP, you can get with great option, fantastic option right there. And there's others, there's a lot of projects out there. This is a great, their user interface is really nice. It's not complicated to use. You can get in here and you can exchange things. You can do a built-in swap here. You can buy a lot of different pairs right from US dollar, which is handy because you don't have to trade into like USDC or USDT, which is Tether, which those are called stable coins because they don't go up and down with the market. So helps people take profit, put them into stable coins so they want to get out of a position and not risk the volatility. But sometimes it's easier just to buy things with US dollars. So I like CoinMetro. They make it really easy and they have just really good service too if you ever have any issues or questions. Still a little slow sometimes if you're depositing US dollars, but overall this is a great one to get. Highly recommend it. Link is in the bio there. The next one I like is Uphold. Really, Uphold is good because they are a little bit different. They have a lot of different coins as well. I like to get XRP on there. You can get Ethereum. And the thing I like about Uphold is that you can buy these and you can instantly transfer them. So sometimes I want to buy it. I want to get into a coin or a new project, a new company. and I need some Ethereum. I need more Ethereum, and I don't want to like dip into my long-term holdings. I just want to get some more, whatever market price is for Ethereum. Boom, swap it out for whatever currency. So Ethereum is good to get here on Uphold. Uphold is good to get because you can get that quick, right? You can buy it, you can transfer it off to your Metamask, you can transfer it off to to another exchange. So this is a good one to get. And a lot of these, you'll see some of these coins they're on multiple exchanges. So some of the bigger ones you can actually, oh wow, Casper. So you can get Casper here on Uphold. Some of these you can't transfer off to cold storage. So like I know Casper's one that you can't actually transfer it off. Some of them, they're considered tier 4 assets. They don't let you actually HBAR. Casper, they're gonna keep it on the platform for now. In the future, they should support all of them to be transferred off, but a lot of them you can, like XRP, I send off to cold storage, so that's just a long-term hold there. So that is a good one. The next one I really like is LCX. LCX, again, I don't really keep much in this one either, but I do have some tokens I just left on here. It was honestly cheaper just to keep them on here versus paying the 300 token fee just to transfer it off. So keep a little on here, but this is good. LCX is one of these. Essentially they're based in Liechtenstein. I hope I'm saying that right. It is a centralized. It's connected to the central banking system. So they're already compliant. They're going to be regulatory compliant. When regulations come into the space, which they're going to start, they've already started. Once that really comes into play, you're going to see a lot of some of these smaller exchanges go away. So LCX, though, is one that I feel like is partnered with some top corporations. Is partnered with Quant. Is partnered with a lot of very connected companies. So I like LCX. It's good to get. It's good to go through the process to get that one set up as well. And the KuCoin. KuCoin's the next one. Now this one is interesting because KuCoin definitely should be in the top 5 of your exchanges. Take the time to at least set up 5-6 of these. KuCoin should definitely be one. Because it just has so much. It just has so much. A lot of these smaller coins that just, have the potential. Like, KuCoin is going to have stuff that you're not going to be able to get on Coinbase. So, and they're just a much larger, or Coinbase is much larger rather than KuCoin. So, you can get in on some of these smaller projects before they really start pumping, before a lot of other people have gotten in. By the time it hits Coinbase, there's more people usually in the project, more people in the company. The market cap is going to be higher. So, this is just good to have. So if you're out there, you researching, or you start really digging into what is good, what's good to get, what's not good to get, or you see something that you find on your own, you want to be able to have KuCoin to be able to jump on. And this is good because you can use Ethereum, you can use Tether, USDT to trade a lot of these pairs and buy them. And then moving on to Bittrex. Bittrex is one that is, I like it because there's some exotic ones. Well, exotic, but I say exotic, but there's some ones like Hedera and others that you can buy on here that you can actually transfer off. There's some other interesting NFT type projects on here. So Bittrex is good, and the thing with Bittrex too is they have this really interesting, they call Power Piggy. So they have a way, I haven't done it as really dug into very much, but they have a way that you can earn, you can stake your crypto, and you can make a good bit of, actually, you can see right here, 100% interest rate. You're getting a good bit on this stuff. This is more than anywhere you would get in centralized finance, way more than a savings account at the bank making you 0.01%. It's literally highway robbery. Crypto and decentralized finance is just, you're able to make a much greater return. So definitely look at Bittrex. There's a lot of options here. You don't have to go and do all this all at one time. Just have these options available so that you can rock and roll. Now, we talked about all, you know, not all, main exchanges here. Wanted to go actually like keeping them safe. So essentially what we want to do is get a hardware wallet. So two that I really like are the Ledger Nano X, which is, you can see, got one right here, and the Descent Biometric, this one right here. So essentially these right here, and I have a couple of them because of each one. You want to have backups, and also not everything is going to be able to be stored on one or the other. So you'll get they're really easy to set up. This one actually uses a thumbprint, so you can't actually send anything out of your wallet until you have this with you, and it's much more secure. It hooks up Bluetooth to your phone. You gotta have your phone secure, so it's way easier, or way more secure rather than just a hot wallet. So a cold wallet means this right here, not connected to the internet. It's not like a hardware wallet, like an app on your phone. It's connected to the internet. It's less secure. So that's considered a hot wallet because you can quickly move money. It is easier and faster to move money. Cold wallet means it's not connected to the internet. So they're more secure, and that's really the main difference for that. Never send your crypto to just some random places, right? Never do that. Never do that. And when you set these, when you set your hardware wallets up, there's the word, you're gonna get both of these come with little cheat sheets. You're gonna get a couple of them. Make sure you write down the phrase that it will generate for you. It'll generate a seed phrase, generate a 24-word seed phrase. You're gonna write this down on a couple different copies. Keep these secure, keep them safe. I like to laminate them, keep them in a couple separate secure places, just so that you have it, just in case, right? Just in case. Don't want to go, because if you don't have this, you don't get access to this in the future. If something ever happens, right? You got to have that secure. So super important. And this video, I want to get this thing wrapped up because we're getting kind of here towards the end. But one thing that's important I wanted to show, if you're watching this video, first of all, thank you. If you found any value so far, smash the like button. Leave a comment. Do you have any questions about anything? I want my content to help you. If you're a beginner, you're watching this, I want more people to be able to take advantage of the greatest wealth transfer in history, right? It benefits me because more people are getting into the market, right? More people getting into the market, it brings more attention, it brings more money. We all benefit from it, right? So that's what I'm trying to help you do, is learn. How do you get in? Don't just sit on the sidelines. Watch this. So if you're getting any value from this, anything at all, hit the like button, leave some love. It really does help me. I want other people to be able to hear about this, and the more people that get in, the more we're gonna profit from that, the better we're all gonna be. So definitely leave a comment on that. The last thing that I wanted to show was sending and receiving crypto. So I was gonna just use this as an example just to show you guys. So let's just say I use Metamask. This is a hot wallet. Metamask is one of my hot wallets. I like it because if I wanted to easily move money, Tether, Ethereum, you know, to an exchange, it just makes it really fast and easy. So, you know, I don't keep a lot on this one either because I've actually had some of my hot wallets hacked before. So I'm like, I don't really want to keep very much on there. But you can see, for the sake of this demonstration, right, you'll see I got $50 worth of Ethereum in this one account here. But I want to send it. I want to send it to my Coinbase wallet. All right, maybe I want to trade it. I do that a lot. So what I would do is wherever you're going to go to, whatever platform you're using here, you want to go to where you'll say, like, usually it's under like assets or receive. Like all these exchanges, they're going to be, you know, the same type wording. You know, you're just going to find see, there you go, assets. This is on KuCoin, and you'll go to the asset that you want to actually receive, and you're just going to go receive, and this is actually going to give you your public key. So your public key is essentially this right here. You can share with people. I mean, this is going to allow you to receive crypto. So you can see right here, all right, I want to receive some Ethereum. I'm going to receive Ethereum. So there, I'm going to type my Ethereum address. This is going to give you an address, this long, you know, string of 0x number here. This is your public key. You're going to hit this little copy button. You can do this on your phone or on a computer. They're both set up equally. And then let's just say I wanted to go right here to my Metamask. So this is the receive address. I'm going to give this receive address, and I'm going to put it into my send address. So I want to send Ethereum. I want to send it. I mean, it's simple, right? It's real simple. I'm going to send it. Where am I sending it? I'm sending it to here. There we go. I'm just going to pop that address in there. Oh, there it is. There's the address, and I'm not actually going to send it because Ethereum, there's what's called gas fees. You'll learn as you spend more time in this space. Gas fees is basically the cost of sending that Ethereum. Ethereum is notoriously expensive. You know, it'll cost you $100 to send $70 worth of Ethereum. It's something insane like that, you know. And it changes depending on the volume in the network. But you would just type in, where am I sending it? I already put that in. There's the address. How much am I sending? Whatever you want to send to them. You hit next. It'll ask you, usually you'll have to put in like a password or a PIN, and boom, it'll transfer, and that's it. It's done. That same principle you can use for, you'll use that for all. Once you get the hang of it a few times and you send and receive a few different cryptos, it really isn't a big deal. It really isn't a big deal at all. You'll get the hang of it. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, if anything was and you like this video, definitely leave a like, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I'll read every comment. I'm here to really help build generational wealth with the new financial system, right? Wealth and money is not just about having good credit and just getting a home and just having a house and getting by. You know, you want to thrive. You want to actually like get into something that you want your money working for you. So crypto is one of those options, and I want more people. I want you to be able to benefit from it and just have a more successful and financially free life. All right, I'll see you guys